I'm sorry in advance if I let you down. Let's take me a spot. Lovers, I'm trouble. First I'm excited.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Bree. I know y'all can't see my face right now, and this is not the normal intro that y'all are used to, but just bear with me. Just keep watching the video. I promise it is going to be so worth it. If you are planning on going to cosmetology school, anything in the beauty industry, you need to watch this video. So right now I'm showing y'all just some hair color, some hair color that I'm going to be using on my mannequin. And we do have multiple mannequins, but at this point, we're preparing for the Cosmetology Reverse Career Fair, which is where different salons come out and they look at your work. You get to take like 1 to 3 mannequins, however many you please and that you want to do. This is towards the end of the year. And basically, you get to network with different people, show them like your skills, ask them any questions that you want to ask. So right here, you can see me preparing my mannequin. And I'm just kind of recording and not really talking because there's music playing in the background. And I don't want to get copyrighted. So I decided I wanted to do a half and half look. The idea I had in mind was the lady from 101 Dalmatians. I don't want to say her name wrong, so I'm not going to say it. But she has half of her hair white and half of her hair black. But at the last minute, my teacher told me, well, I told her my idea, and she let me know that the mannequins won't bleach that light. Like to get very white, it'll only get like to a certain level of blonde. Even though they're like human hair mannequins, so I don't know.
She's brown and short.
Right here, I am mixing the black with
a little bit of highlights in
my
there,
developer. And so basically, I'm giving y'all a before right here just to show y'all, you know, when you're doing services, you always want to show a before and after, in my opinion. Some people just show the after, but like I'm more of a before and after type of person because people want to see the change, to see like, you know, are you really good? So right now I am just about to section her off, and technically you're supposed to do a scalp analysis whenever you're doing these things. Before you service anybody, you should always do a scalp analysis. So that is also something to remember on your state board exam, because I forgot to do that on my mock exam and I got like points off for just not doing that. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and start applying the black dye to the hair. And I don't know if I did it in a specific order, but you always want to start with the roots first, like the scalp area, all over the head. And then, like if you're doing a normal color, but since I'm only doing half and half, I'm only going to do 1/2. But you should always start with the roots first and then go back to the ends afterwards. So right here, I'm just like mixing more and I'm just going to keep applying it. So I'm going to stop talking. So it's a little noisy in here, but as y'all can see, I'm just applying it all over the head. I put a plastic cap on top of her face just so like the black dye doesn't like stain as much. And right now I'm just gonna do half of the head and then the other half I'm doing other color. So I put it in my other videos on mute because they play music in here. But yeah, so I'm just gonna finish reapplying this, let it sit for like 20 minutes and rinse it out, and hopefully it's jet black. So just watch me work. Okay, so this is how it looks in the front. I put the tape on the sides and I put a shower cap on top of her, so hopefully the dye doesn't stain. It keeps slipping, but like I try my best to wipe it. Here is how it looks right now. I'm just gonna go back in and make sure I got all the spots on this side, and then I'm gonna rinse it off and see how it looks. Okay, so at this point it is black, as y'all can see, and it's been about 20 minutes, a little over 20 minutes. So now I'm gonna take her to the station, Gabby, and I'm gonna rinse her out, and I'll take y'all along with me. Okay. And this is how the shampoo area looks. It's like different bowls. It's kind of hard to do with a mannequin because you have to hold their neck and stuff. But I'm going to prop y'all up. So I just grabbed, we have different options for shampoo and conditioner. I just grabbed the iron conditioner and moisturizer. And I don't put the water on hot. I just put it on regular since it's a mannequin head. But even with a real person, you don't put it on hot. So here she is. I'm just going to hold this left hand on her neck and rinse her off like this. She's black on this side and she's brown on this side. Cool. And just to let y'all know, I'm recording on my camera and I'm also recording on my cell phone too. So first, see what I'm talking about. The first thing I'm gonna do is comb her hair. Honestly, I should have brought my stand from school, but I'm gonna comb it, and I'm just being creative, guys. So I'm taking some 30 developer that I found in my bathroom, and I'm taking BW2 bleach. Normally, I'm used to using like Prism Light bleach, but honestly, guys, I don't think it really makes much of a difference. Right now, I'm gonna just go ahead and glove up. I always wear gloves, guys, when you're dealing with hair color. And I'm no pro, but I am a new stylist, and I will be a pro in a little bit. So support your girl, developer, and I'm gonna put like probably like 2 scoops. So I gotta make sure my black hair is separated, of course. So I'm gonna use like a little rubber band to tie the black side up with. And honestly, y'all, I'm getting better with hair colors the more I do them. So now I know how to get from like brown to black without having any like spots or like green patches. If y'all don't know, sometimes like when you dye your hair, well, if you don't know, when you dyed your hair before in the past, when you try to achieve different like hair color looks and stuff, it doesn't always work out that way because it just all depends on the history of your hair. That's why when people do hair, they should always do a client consultation first. But a lot of people don't do it. So, and I'm not doing it exactly like subsections. Y'all learn that when y'all start school, if you're thinking about doing cosmetology school. I'm just doing random pieces because like I said, I don't want to use all my bleach. Even though I could get more bleach, I am not trying to spend any extra money, of course. So I'm ripping my foils into like little bitty pieces and this thing on my lap. That's what I was trying to say. And y'all, if I'm jabbering a lot, I'm sorry. I'm not used to recording on my camera as much as I am my phone, and I'm trying to get more comfortable with my camera because I'm grateful for my camera and I really do love my camera. So that is why I'm doing this. And so I'm just taking 2 scoops of bleach, just 2 scoops. And that's all I'm using. Some people get like too happy with the bleach and they start using like unnecessary amounts, and you don't want to like overdo it. And honestly, I think that was too much. So now I'm just mixing it together. And I added a little too much bleach, so now I need to add more development. Because you don't want it to be like too chunky, if that makes sense. makes it real good. And the consistency should be thick, but not like rough thick. Y'all know what I mean? It should be. Now, here's the good part. I want to talk to y'all about if you're thinking about going to college, cosmetology school, the pros and the cons. So let's start with the pros. The pros are, you know, and I'm going to be doing this while I'm talking to y'all because I feel like I'm talking too much at this point. So the pros are, okay, you get to do clients. You don't get to do clients right away, but you get to do clients. And I feel like once I started being able to do clients, that's when I really like took off. That's when I really like felt like, okay, I really do actually love this. Because, you know, you get your moments where it's like, is this the right decision? Am I going to be successful? Am I going to make good money? You know, those thoughts are going to come to your head. But honestly, you shouldn't go to cosmetology school for money, because with anything, if you don't have a passion to do it, like since you were a little girl, if you didn't have the passion to do hair and nails, then you probably, it's probably just not for you. Now, you can change your mind when you get older, because I'm sure when we were all younger, we had an idea like, hey, I want to do this, or I want to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse. I always knew that I loved hair and makeup, but I just always second guess myself like, oh, what if I don't do good? Don't let those thoughts get in your head. Another pro is that you get to meet people, other people in school that don't know anything about hair like you do. So like, I'm learning a lot about hair from TikTok, because TikTok is like so educational. But honestly, I started school last August. It's about to be a year now. I had no idea. I mean, like, I literally knew nothing about hair. I didn't even know how to do a braid to the scalp. I didn't know how to barely do my wigs, you know. But you do get good connections, you know, like you meet friends at school. So it's not like, oh, I mean, out of the girls, it's a couple, I mean, it's a few guys, but you're gonna connect with somebody. I feel like everybody has their own little clique in cosmetology school. You get to learn, another pro is you get to learn a little bit of everything. Don't go into school thinking like you're gonna specialize in one thing. Like, don't think you're gonna start school and learn about how to do wig installs. Now, maybe in different states, it might be like that. I need some lip gloss, y'all. Maybe in different states, it might be like, okay, you're gonna learn about wig installs and extensions and stuff. But in Texas, well, at least at my school, we don't learn that. You learn the basics of everything, and basically you're learning everything to get you by to pass the state board exam. So don't go into cosmetology school thinking you're gonna be a wig expert when you get out, unless you're taking extra classes on the side or something like that. No, you're gonna learn the basics, like haircutting, different types of haircuts, proper way to blow dry, straighten, hair colors, stuff like that. But like I said, everything you do is preparing you to get ready for the state board. I personally am glad I went to cosmetology school. I love cosmetology school. I had my days, of course, where I'm like, I don't feel like getting out of bed. But if you, like I said, if you have a passion for hair, makeup, anything like that, you should go, but never do anything for the money. That's what I learned in life. Even if you're making good money and you're not happy doing it, then don't. That's one thing I do want to say. Do not get in school and think that everything you need to know, you're going to learn it while you're at school. When you get home from school, you honestly need to be, when you get home from school, you need to be studying. When you just go to school and come home and just learn only when you're at school is what I'm trying to say. You need to practice on your craft. You need to get some mannequins off of Amazon or something and work. And I'm doing random spots, y'all, because like I said, I'm just being creative. So this is not the proper way you want to apply somebody's bleach if you were really doing it, because you should section it evenly, sandwich it, the foil perfectly. Well, if you want to get better, you got to put in the work, you know what I mean? And don't look at these videos on TikTok and stuff thinking that people just made the hair happen overnight, because I had to learn that some of this stuff really takes days to do. And when people post videos, they show you like the aftermath after they edited the video, but they don't tell you this took like 5 days to do. They just make, they say, don't believe everything you see. Do not believe everything you see, because looks can be deceiving. A con would be that most of the salons that may come to the school and do like guest speakers is normally like haircut in places. Maybe, I don't know if it's different. I'm speaking for like my state, guys, but it wasn't that many guest speakers that came out to visit. So if you're interested in a salon starting school, make sure that you take your time and talk to the people. Even if you know you're not going to work there right now because it's too early, give them the idea. Go in and just tour the salon, even if you don't get your hair done. Don't wait until the end of the school year and start thinking like, oh, I got to find a job now. Don't be in a rush to find a job. Don't go with the first job that wants to hire you unless you have a feeling. You know, go with your... Definitely, if your gut tells you that you should do it, then you should do it. And I'm using my Snapchat camera instead of my iPhone camera. So that's why y'all may see me like stopping on my vlogging camera and stuff like that. And remember, I'm just doing random highlights, so I'm just putting them wherever. But normally you would, in school, you know, you have to always remember to put a towel around the client's neck, because you treat your mannequin like your clients. That is one thing you need to remember, because once you start having clients, that's when it's like, it's different than a mannequin. Make sure to engage in conversation on your client days. Don't follow your friends. If your friends are like, oh, I'm not coming to school this day, don't let that rub off on you, because at the end of the day, when it's time to take your test and at the end of the year, your attendance does matter. And like I always tell myself, the beauty industry is big, but it's not that big. Our professors and stuff, they talk to each other. You know, they probably worked together before. So they're gonna be in communication about the people that are leaving their school. So honestly, I don't really have cons about cosmetology school. I love cosmetology school. And now that I have like 2 weeks left, basically. And so this is the crazy thing, y'all. We had to do our ceremony and basically graduate, because we had to graduate with the whole like city where I attended school. But we still had to go back until August, even though we did the ceremony and like finish our hours. So y'all might see my video where it says I graduated cosmetology school, because I did the graduation. But now we're preparing for state board. So basically, you know, you still gotta go. Well, I still had to go and like finish up, you know. Make sure before you start school too that you have some money saved up, because you have to buy your kit, which comes with blow dryer, flat iron, perm rod sets, capes, kitty cape, adult cape, scissors, razors, cholesterol treatments for like deep conditioning and stuff like that. And yeah. So if you're thinking about cosmetology school, I would definitely recommend it. Make sure that you're smart. Make sure that you come to school looking decent all the time. I'm not really big. I love makeup. Like, I'll do makeup, but I have sensitive skin, so I'm not big on wearing makeup all the time. Just make sure you focus and you get as much as you can. But just know to have extra money on the side in case you want to specialize in something, you know, outside of school. Just giving y'all a closer look at it now. Y'all seen it was light brown. Now it's lightening. You can see the color changes. And remember, I put random foils because I'm just being creative. I'm gonna keep telling y'all that because I don't want y'all to be like, what is she doing? That's not the proper placement. This is not the proper placement, but it's 9:11. I'm gonna rinse it off at about 9:20 because I don't want it to get like super blonde. I just want to lighten it a little bit. and hopefully it comes out like different shades, because I didn't cover all the hairs. I left some of them with the dark brown. So yeah, now we just wait. And remember, I took my gloves off and I got a separate bag for the stuff that I use, like the bleach and stuff. You never mix those products. Honestly, you never want to blow directly on a person's scalp. Blow away from it. As y'all can see, I am on the way to the career fair. I got my nails done yesterday. These are how they look. Really cute. I love bright colors, so I feel like myself again, because y'all, I haven't had my nails done in about 2 months. I was on a nail break. So I hope y'all can hear me good. I have y'all propped up on my phone mount and I am driving. So I kind of waited until the last minute. Don't do that. But I have my mannequins in my bag and I'll show y'all the inside when I get set up. Oh, it's 11:10 in the morning. Everybody's kind of just sitting. Honestly, it's not as packed as I thought it was gonna be, but yeah, we're just sitting here waiting. And as y'all can see, I mean, I can show y'all a little bit. Everybody's sitting at their table. Hey y'all, my name is Peyton. Yeah, we just waiting on salons to pass us by. But everybody has their own little booths and stuff like that, so it's all good. But when y'all do this, make sure you bring like little table decorations. What I did is I went to the classroom and I got like some little flowers for my teacher and I popped them on the table just to make it look more dressy, and it all worked out. But yeah, just networking, getting people's information about salons and stuff. And then okay, so this is how my little area looks. I got my mannequin right here. I gave her 2 space buns and a swoop. This is my portfolio. And if you scroll, I have more pictures on here. But yeah, this is how my portfolio looks. Okay, and I'm leaving it on this page and giving everybody an option to like click through if they want to. I did her half and half. And yeah, y'all, I tried to put some makeup on her yesterday and it smeared a little bit. I couldn't get it off, so. And we just wait on people to walk by.
Blame that on my soul.